So just about, an hour ago, I get home. I think it was about, I guess it's been about, time goes like slow but fast at the same time whenever something like this happens. I get home 6:30ish or whatever, and pull up into my driveway, and my spider senses started tingling. Right when I got to my driveway, and no word of a lie, it really did. And so I turned on my bright beams and looked down, make sure everything was cool. And I noticed that a curtain that is just pretty much put up on a stick, a curtain that can go through like this, through the curtain, and you bunch it up or whatever and hang it just on a couple of nails or screws, really, was missing. I was like, oh, what the fuck? So I pull up, and my house was broke into. Yeah, just happened. I'm here now. The cops just left about probably 30 minutes ago. Since then, I've fixed the door. And I don't know if I put the pictures in the beginning or the end. I think I'm going to put them in the end. Just kind of a strange way to begin the video, because I was kind of thinking I'd put the pictures in the beginning. But I'll put them in the end to let everybody see the damage that was done. And first thing that popped through my mind was, whenever that happened, was, what the fuck, somebody broke in my house. And I immediately reached right here, like in between my seat of my car, and I pulled right up with the bright beams, like right up to the front door. Like not even as far as from here to this door here, away from the front of the house, and noticed the door jamb was open. And went up to the front door, had my weapon, and what I've been carrying around with me here recently, which, let me unload it so I can show it to you here, is my 410 45, my big old wide earth gun that holds either a 410 shotgun shell or a 45 slug. And here recently I've just been carrying the shotgun shell, because that right there covers a little bit more area, so you don't have to be as accurate. So I immediately grabbed that, cocked her back, walked up to the front door, and I was like, what the hell am I doing? And I kind of peeked in the door jamb to see if there were the lights on. Well, this light in here was on, and it wasn't on when I left, because I just left today to go over to the guys at Games House, do a load of clothes. And so that's where I've been. And it was after 5:30, I guess, when I left their house and came back home, and that's when it happened. And so here I am at the front door, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? And so I immediately reached for my phone, called the cops, because I got them on speed dial. Oh yes, where I live by myself. Got them on speed dial. And there was a cop. What was funny about this, there was a cop whenever I left the store up the street, right in front of me, and I had to go to the gas station right quick, because number one, I wanted to see if Papa John's was done, because they're putting a Papa John's right there at the gas station. And number two, I was going to get some gas, but they were packed out, so I just pulled through. And he was already gone by the time I got down here. I don't even know if he came this far. But anyway, I called him, and that wasn't 4 minutes, maybe less, from the time that he was right in front of me, to the time I turned off and then back in. So they were here lickety-split. Even his backup was like, I don't know how far away he was, but he come, it was kind of funny because he missed the driveway. Everybody misses the driveway. So anyway, they both, they got back up, they came, they cleared the house, and then they called me in and said, okay, let's go through room to room and make sure nothing's missing. I'm like, dude, there ain't nothing in here. I was like, this room is it. I was like, if there's anything missing in the other rooms, I don't care. This is what I got. And I was amazed that whenever they did kick it in, as everybody knows, we got the Two Wicked 1 version 2 rocking, and the monitors and everything else in here wasn't touched. Nothing. They didn't touch nothing. They probably walked in here and said, oh, shit, I need to leave a donation to this dude. He's in bad shape. Which, I mean, this room right here is, if everybody, I've done tours of it and everything. This is the command center, which, we moved it in the living room one time, and this is it. And this is all I care about. So, I mean, I don't go buying foo-foo stuff and fancy furniture. And, yeah, I got a nice dining set. I got a king-size bed back there in the back room. I got nice walk-in closets and all that. But, I don't deck them out like a lot of people would have to do, because quite honestly, I have people over, we have some parties, we socialize and all that, and I have just the bare necessities to do so. I'm not into all that, being better than the Joneses. It's just not necessary in my opinion. So anyway, we did a sweep of the house, I walked through, nothing was missing, all my PC gear was here, so I was happy. Luckily, I had my laptop bag and my little portable office in my trunk, which I usually keep with me anyway, because that's an easy grab right there. Even if you weren't looking for something, that's just too easy of a grab. You would have to pick that up. But I did notice where a couple of things were like moved, like just moved, like, you know, put this here, but nothing was taken. It's like they went through here and they probably were looking like, oh man, yeah, wrong place. He ain't got no drugs. And that's the only thing the cops can figure, is that they were looking for pills, and they didn't even, the medicine cabinet wasn't rummaged through underneath, wasn't, and they probably determined that from walking in, going, the fuck, this house is empty. And, I mean, it's not like completely like vacant empty. I don't want to, but it's really, really zen, and whatever you call it, you know, it's just zen. Have just what you need in certain placements, and that's all you need. And the colors on the walls, which in here, sky blue, the rest of the house, everybody knows the colors of that, which I'm not going to go over right now because that's neither here nor there. But anyway, that's it. And so I fixed the door jamb in the front and got it back secured, and I put the base plates that actually catch the locks. I had to refab that with some wood pieces, piece it all back together. I put some long ass screws back in the door frame, which my door frame is absolutely splintered. You'll see that in the pictures, or have, I don't know if I'm putting it beginning or end, whatever. But then when I put the base plates back in with the wood pieces that I chunked back into it, I actually should have taken some pictures, but I ain't gonna be bothered with that. I put some 3-inch nails, 3.5-inch screws, cabinet screws through the actual trim, and pulled the frame back together best I could until I can get a new one. And then the base plates I put back in with 16 penny 3.5-inch nails. So somebody's going to break a foot and have to destroy the door lock mechanism like they did already. And the deadbolt was like bent. I mean, you know, a deadbolt's supposed to be straight. That sucker was like bent like a hook. Looked like a fish hook. I'm like, what the? I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the hell, man? It's like they had one of those battering rams or something and was hitting the door lock, which I need to look at that and see maybe if that's what they actually did. Because my door is a metal door, and it was buckled at the, hey, matter of fact, that may be something, a piece of information the cops might need. Because the deadbolt right there beside it was buckled in like something that's where they were actually hitting it. But there were no feet prints, so I bet you that's what they did. They were using a battering ram to get in the house. I'm going to have to call them back and let them know that. That's a little piece of information they might need. So anyway, that was my adventure for today. And I haven't done a vlog in a while because my camera's been blue screening my computer because of the software. That old story, this webcam's not supposed to work. But today it's working fine, so I'm going to post this vlog and probably another update video just to let everybody out there know current events and some little vlog thoughts of, you know, like we used to be, craft chest style videos. So there you go. And that's it, man. I'm going to end it there. My house got broke into, but I still have my PC gear, so I'm happy. I wouldn't give a fuck if they took everything else. Just leave this room alone. You know why? They know it's a craft of the mind. Go out there and have some fun, and be careful how long you leave your house, and be sure you lock all the doors and windows. Later.
Yeah.
Man, cut, Ray. Truck driving, passed out Phantom 309 motherfucker.
Boom.